or the big view of getting right things done by Pascal. Getting right things done. A leader's guide to planning and execution by Mr. Pascal. Copyright of this book is with Lean Enterprise Institute USA. For India, Lean Management Institute of India has the copyright, and Productivity and Quality Plus is the publisher. This is published in the year 2014 now. Price of the book is 1350, but today for LRT members, books are available at the discounted price 1200. Am I correct, sir? You can correct me if I am wrong. Okay. About the author, Mr. Pascal Dennis is a professional engineer, author, advisor to North American firms for making the lean lean. He developed his skills on the Toyota's floor. He is a lean coach for both automotive and non-automotive companies. He is a recipient of ASP Golden Voice Award for Excellence. On his book titled Anti-Enemy Crisis and Transformation on the Lean Journey, won a 2006 Singo Research and Publication Award. He is the faculty member of the Lean Enterprise Institutes. This is about the author. In this book, author outlines the nuts and bolts of strategy deployment. He did not talk much about how do you formulate a strategy. Here he will concentrate more on deployment of the formulated strategy, answering two tough questions that can ultimately make or break any organization during the lean transformation. The first question is, what kind of planning system is required to inspire meaningful company-wide continuous improvement? And the second question is very important. How might we change the existing mental models that don't support a culture of continuous improvement? The author illustrated the method by telling the story of the imaginary but yet real Atlas Industries, switching from traditional planning to rigorous strategic planning. He explains in detail how you and your company can get right things done by applying the method consistently. The book consists of total 9 chapters. Starts with getting started, mental models, management system, understanding our mess, plan, do, check, act, improving our system, and also 3 opportunities. A better approach to planning and execution, Atlas Industries, A3 strategies, and templates. Chapter 1. Getting started. The author introduced the Atlas, imaginary but real industry, which manufactures evaporator coils, condensers, and heat exchangers for residential and industrial HVAC market. This company has an annual revenue of US 250 million, earning before income tax was less than 2%, and total employee strength of 800 team members. 650 are hourly, 150 are the permanent employee of the organization. When we talk about this organization, if you talk about any organization, there are some issues. If you look at this Atlas Industry is faced with a number of problems. Machine availability issues, working long changeovers, long batch size, scrap, wrong and missing parts and labels, absenteeism, and high employee turnover. This company has already undergone a lean journey. They have done value stream mapping. Current state value stream mapping is also available. But when you look at the document, lean tools and serial Kaizen events resulted in spot improvement in the organization, but no sustained breakthrough. Because this organization is not able to achieve sustained breakthrough because there is instability in the 4 M's. Whenever we have instability in 4 M's, it will cause problems. The chapter 2 talks about the mental models. What do you mean by mental models? A person's assumption about how the world works based on their experience, upbringing, and their nature. In other words, the glasses we wear to see the world. Do you think A mental model affects the lean transformation? Yes. Lean transformation most often fail because people have long mental models. Whenever we do lean transformation, most of the time the organization teach tools. But here, tools make management system. Agreed. But a way of thinking underlies the tools. When you talk about the mental models, if you go and see the conventional organization and lean mental models, leader will be dictator. He will always dictate the people, go and do this, do this, do this. And here, boss will sit at the table, only the operators will go and work. And they have some standards, but most of them will not be followed. The move matters and make numbers. They don't care about the quality, quantity, whether they are meeting the customer requirements or not. And then they will keep on building the inventories. Problem will hide. And whenever there is a problem, there are some specialists. They go and address the problems. This is what the conventional organization or the mental thinking. When you look at lean mental models, leader is a teacher. Whenever he talks to his colleagues, he always asks, what do you think? He will bring total employee involvement. Whenever there is a problem, not like the conventional industry, leader will also join with the team, go to Gemba and see yourself. They have very simple and visual standards for all important things. And they will stop production whenever they have problem. They will not pile up with the inventory. And they also do. They make problems visible. One of the primary objectives of lean is to make problem visible. The last one, everyone solves problem using simple method. Chapter 3 talks about the management system. As we all know, management system is a series of integrated parts with a clearly defined common goal. To make it understand, this author took the example of equipment maintenance system in the hospital. All of us go to hospital. Whenever you go to the hospital, what happens? Sometimes doctor advises you go and undergo ECG or liver function test. The moment you get into the laboratory, think about the condition of the machinery. If it does not work, what is the use? So here, the need is accuracy, breakdowns, quick repairs and no infections. To do this, this is the need. Here what you are seeing all are activities. Maintenance planning, breakdown maintenance, preventive maintenance, calibration for accuracy, cost control, metrics, problem solving, critical parts management, infection control, training and development. We can achieve the need provided you have all the activity in place in proper shape. What about lean? We talked about the equipment management system in the hospital. When you think of lean, what are the things that are coming into our mind? Need. When we think about lean thinking system, highest quality, lowest cost, shortest lead time for the required item. To achieve the need, we all know as a lean thinker and lean practitioner, we make use of value stream mapping, we do strategy deployment, we have visual management system, 5 years, standardized work, okay, problem solving, just in delivery, demand leveling, TPM, supplier partnership, team member involvement and lean product development. So when we think about any lean organizations, these are the activities will come in our mind. Then only we will be achieve the need. Think about the Atlas industry. Yes, the industry has got lot of problems. But the need is, they need to have focus, alignment and quick response. If you want to achieve this need, if you look at the Atlas industry in the beginning, before the lean transformation, they did not have any true north. And they did not know much about the scientific way of applying PDCA. And if you want to become a real lean organization, we need to have a management process. We need to have a catch path and deployment leader concept. A3 thinking, the storytelling approach to planning. This is what we are going to talk about. Author takes us very nicely. Everybody can understand how all these things were deployed, how this organization become sustained, successful organization. When we look at lean organization, we all remember PDCA, plan, do, check, adjust. Daily work is one of the activity, but the tool used is standard work. Kaizen mainly for problem solving, for better. Activity planning, make use of A3 thinking. Business planning being done by strategy deployment. When we talk about PDCA and strategy deployment, strategy exists at 3 levels. One is macro level, 3 to 5 years, and annual and weekly or monthly is called micro level. Here what we are doing, 3 PDA cycles. We are rotating PDA cycle again and again. Then only we will be able to achieve the business results. When we talk about the macro is the organization has got a long-term vision. Within 3 to 5 years and what you want to achieve. Whenever the organization or the top leader formulate the macro vision, most of the time, I don't think so they will have the quantitative data. They will go with the feel. They will go with the perception. And when you come to annual planning, we have 3 to 5 years macro level planning in our hand. From there we will write this year what we are going to do. Then we need to plan this year's strategy. If you have any data, last year how, this year I am going to improve my customer satisfaction level. What we will do? Go and see last year's customer complaint data so that we will be able to identify the gap. Then manager grab the situations and he gets the inputs from the environment. Sometimes every year the company's priorities also changes due to various external reasons and deployment goals for the coming years. These all will become an input for the manager. And when we think about this, we all talk about PDCA, correct? But there is one thing which comes before PDCA. That is nothing but graph the situation, knowing what, where, and why of abnormalities. Once you have that in mind, then only you can do PDCA. So we need to go graph the situation. I have a target, I am not able to meet my target, there is a gap. Then we are doing analysis, cause and effect analysis. From here we arrive at various causes. Then we rank the causes in the order of importance. Then for all the vital causes, top contributors, we have action plan in place. What happens? We talked about in general. Let us come to Atlas industry. What the other talks about? Here, this organization identified the true norths is speed, cost, and innovation. Any organization will have true north, and they have targets. These targets should reflect the true north. That is very important. If these targets don't reflect the true north, you will not be able to achieve the organization's vision and mission. To achieve this, to achieve the true north, the organization leadership team identified targets and formulated mother A3s. Mother A3s are profitability, delivery, customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction. When we talk about Toyota, what are the business fundamentals? It starts with safety, quality, delivery, cost. The same thing the other discussed, the leadership team of Atlas Industry discussed whether the same business fundamentals are applicable to the industry. Then the leadership team came out, no, they don't want safety, quality, delivery. They want to go in the order of profitability, delivery, customer satisfaction, and employee satisfaction are the business fundamentals. Then we need to measure. Anything measured only can be improved upon. So they looked at the current metric system. In Atlas Industries, they had only the cost management. All the head of the department will go and see, this year I want this much amount, that's all. If you go and look at the end of the year, most of the money they did not spend, there was no progress. So the team discussed, they told they need to add few more metrics which will reflect the profitability, cost reduction, new product launches. Then they talked about delivery. They had a metric of build to schedule, efficiency, machine availability. But the leadership team, after brainstorming, concluded that they need few more metrics like total lead time, total logistics cost, in plant parts out. When we come to customer satisfaction, the business fundamental, they had the existing metrics are cost of quality, 6 months customer in service, scrap. But after brainstorming, the leadership team of Atlas Industry identified they want to measure first time through and defects per unit. The fourth fundamental, business fundamental is business satisfaction. Current metrics are accident rate, absenteeism, turnover. Needed metrics are suggestion program data, number of ideas received, number of ideas implemented, and the business results, cost benefits. Alignment is very important. Here we talked about these 4 business fundamentals at the Atlas organization level. Now we need to cascade it down to the departmental and section level. What happens? Take the case of manufacturing and NPD. There is a department. There they have the true north is also cost, speed, innovation. They know the mother A3s. From here, manufacturing planning tree, they will have baby A3s for all the 4. Manufacturing department will have one A3 for profitability, one A3 for delivery, one A3 for customer satisfaction, one A3 for employee satisfaction. But if you look at finance department, they need not to have 4 A3s, they can have 1 because there is not much activities involved when we compare manufacturing. Here, when we look at the current state of Atlas Industries, okay, this slide may not be visible. If you take some of the metrics, over time, target was about 1,58,000 hours, but they were at about 5 lakhs, 4,80,000 hours. They have a target, but they were unable to meet the target. And take the case of inventory, the target was about 20 days, but they were at 31.2 days. This is to know about the current state with respect to various metrics. Then the others start telling the stories. What do you mean by a plan? Plan tells where you are going, how do we get there, whether you are on course or off course, whether abnormalities are clearly visible or someone needs to respond. That is what plan tells. But here in A3, a clear concept story in 1 page. When we talk about A3, what is A3? This is the format of the A3. A3, if you look here, strategy of objectives. What we need to achieve this year will be there. And what did we do last year? What's our history? Here, what did we do last year? What worked, what did not work? Which gives the connectivity, what I did last year and what I am currently going to do. What we have done. And what, this is really very important, what do we need to do to achieve this year objective? How will this action benefit the organization? And what is our action plan? Action plan consists of who, what, when, where and how in complete and correct details. And the last part, if you look at it, are there any unresolved issues? Do you need any help? Anything else bothering you? This is what A3 captures. If you look at this, to summarize, A3, performance gaps and targets are captured here. Reflection of the last year activities and results are captured here. Rationally for this year activities, why we are doing this activity this year. We will give the justification and this year's plan with the milestone start and follow up on unresolved issues. Let us see one completed A3 of Atlas Industry. One of the business fundamental, the mother A3 is profitability. If you look at this company, last year the company's revenue target was $250 million US. Actual revenue was 246. And the EBIT was 5% was the target achieved was 1.4%. So here, similarly, if you take the case of inventory target was 20 days, but actual inventory was 31.2 days. So when you look at this, the second phase is summarizes the what are the activities I have done last year. Last year, for cost reduction, I have taken some actions. Whether the actions are red, green or yellow. If you achieve the business result, it will become green. If you are achieving the results from 80 to 90%, it will become yellow. If you are not achieving, the gap is very huge between the target and actual. That will be shown as red. So here R indicates red because none of the metrics they achieve the desired results. And this year I want to improve my profitability. To improve profitability, what we will do? Most of the time we go for cost reduction. Will cost reduction alone will be sufficient? Look at any business model. There will be value inflow, value stability and value outflow. We can improve, we can do a lot of Lean Six Sigma kind of programs, we can reduce the cost. But if you want to bring more revenue, what we need to do? You need to introduce new products in the market. We need to do cost reduction programs. In addition to cost reduction program, we need to introduce new products. So they are telling, yes, NPD we need to improve, revenue side we need to introduce new products, cost of quality, material waste and inventory also they need to attack. They have justified the reasons and then they identified the goals. And is there any unresolved issues? To achieve these aggressive goals, we have to free up the time. People are spending a lot of time. How do you get time? Here, we need to eliminate the unnecessary meeting and emails in the Atlas Industries. When we come to deploying our plan, top management defines the true north, speed, cost and innovation and carry out the catch ball. Here what happens? The leader tells only the result what to achieve. The team decides how to achieve. What part is decided by the leader, how part is done by the team. And when we talked about the case of Mother A3, we call it profitability. What it says, what is the gap, what is preventing us from meeting our target, what are the causes in the order of importance, and then what action will address the most important issues. Deployment and ladder of abstractions. If you look at this long-term vision, as we all know, which will be done by the top man in the organization. When we come to 3 to 5 year strategy, senior management will do. Annual strategy, departmental manager, departmental plan, group leaders. Kaizen events will be done by led by the team leaders and daily problems. This is what they talk about broad brush objectives. The organization has the objective of reducing the waste by $12.5 million US. To achieve this, they have some programs. Here, if you look at it, end of 5, result focused. The particular NPD, what they will do. This is process focused. Broad brush objectives are nothing but our hosting. In other words, check. We talked about plan and do. Now the other talked about a check. When you look at check at corporate level, each week one area will be reviewed. It can be a profitability this week, next week delivery, so forth. Deployment leader presents only the big picture. Department leader will come and tell the Mother A3. Then he will vanish, he will sit quiet. Only the functional managers will present the things in detail, like the status of the actions identified through the baby A3s. And then they have the dashboard or the main communications, whether you are red, yellow or green. Exceptional management. What are the hot spots? What are you doing about them? And if you look at this meeting like this, not more than 60 minutes. Then this is very important. Departmental check process mirror the corporate meeting. Team level, team board is available. They will review with respect to daily production where there are, and also SQDCMs. And they have annual and mid-year and year-end review. Let us look the connected checking, how they do it. Team checks whether they are on track or off track on every Monday. If there are off course, there is deviation, they will act on the deviation. Team does its baby A3 review. Next, departmental manager will get the input from the team. He will review the same on Tuesday. And the last, every Thursday, the corporate will review. You can look at the connected checking. Here, the main benefits here is people will not work in islands. People will grow more problem solvers. Because everybody is discussing same thing. Everybody is aligned and focused. Team members are getting better. When we come to adjust phase, we have results, we have standard. We are checking whether the result is equal to the plan or standard. If it is there, if it is not equal, what we will do? There is a problem, there is a gap, we need to solve the gap. If you are meeting the plan, go on standardize. Look for more improvement. Then again, very few big problem, we need to have a strategic planning instead. If it is a medium size problem, we can solve it through Kaizens. Here they talk about the profitability. It is for finance department. I told finance department need not have 4 A3s for 4 business fundamentals. So they have summarized nicely everything in 1 A3. Improving our systems. They have done PDCA. They set the true north. They set the target. They identified the required metrics which will reflect the true north. Then they have done the A3s at corporate level, department level and section level, and let us see the results. The next year, the organization achieved the revenue of $255.6 million US dollars against the target of 252. EBIT improved from 2% to 4.6%, but the target was 5%. Cash flow, they set the target of 10.1 million US dollars, achieved was 10 million. Profit, when we talk about profit, in the equation we need to work on both revenue through new product introduction timely and cost. Here if you look at this, revenue side, NPD lead time and engineering change orders were improved by 20%. At the cost side, cost of quality, operating expenses, material cost, overtime is reduced. This is a summary. They have number of metrics. Each matrix how they perform. So here some of the metrics, they were green. They are showing progress. And some of the metrics, yes, they are able to achieve that metric, but the fell short by marginally. And there were some metrics they were unable to achieve. This is the one benefit of A3 which will connect you. Last year what I did, what worked well last year, what did not work last year. There will be a connectivity. Well, while improving the systems, the first year Atlas Industry concentrated more on creating the mother A3s like profitability, delivery, cost kind of things. And this year again, end of the year, the head of the organization discussed with team members, what do you want? What do you want more? Then the team came out with, this year everyone in the organization talked about only A3. We have done enough in A3. So we need to do something more. So we need to improve the team level checking. Team leaders need guidance on checking. Nothing but who, what, when, where, why, how of checking. And training for mid-level managers like group leaders. And strengthen the problem solving through on the job. Strengthen the understanding of lean to training. Use just-in-time training. Team members told, you are giving training today. After 6 months, if you give me a project, almost I will forget. So they want just-in-time training to deliver the business result. and develop a 3 to 5 year strategy, again PDCA, protect your PDCA. Then link the very important thing is link your performance appraisal to strategy deployment. After reading this book, I have some comments to say. Concept behind the books are only PDCA and A3. This is a book for leaders at all levels, responsible for achieving business results. It can be a team leader or a group leader or departmental manager or a CEO. This book is applicable for everybody. Anyone can derive benefit out of this book. The wonderful thing was storytelling methodology and giving the concept was really excellent. Thank you. If you have any questions, I'll let you.
So you talked about true north, right?
Yes.
Can you throw some more light on this?
True north are the needs the organization must achieve. Otherwise, you will not be there in the market. There is no optional. There are no choices. If I give you innovative product, I will be in the market. If I give the time to market, my competitor is giving in 10 days. I need to give within less than 10 days. Then only I will be able to capture the market. If I don't do it, the organization will not be there in the market. These are the must-meet needs. I think I answered your question.
But I do see that the author has taken the principles from ITL as well.
Yes.
You have that 7-step continuous service improvements, right? I think some of the concept is taken from ITL process also.
Yes.
That's what I see.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yeah, it's correct because this author is a consultant to both automotive and non-automotive industries.
Okay.
See what he does it, if you ask me, it's not like engineering. Author was brought up in a Toyota shop floor. Okay. So the author go to the shop floor, he sees what people are doing. He records, he came back and he summarized and he presented something which is a workable one, which will benefit us. It is not something like engineering. Have a specification, length, height, weight, everything, you go and do it. That is not the case. In management, you go, observe and see what is working in a software, come back and give it in a presentable form for the benefit of others.
I'll interpret it slightly differently.
Okay.
See, ITIL, is built, by incorporating very best practices, whether directly for the IT industry or other industries. So it's just that there's a overlap. It's not that these people are borrowed from ITIL. They have gone for the fundamentals.
I agree.
The fundamentals are common.
You take from many organizations, summarize it, give.
Understood. And can you just throw some lights on A3? Say how often it is done, whether it is done twice in a year or how it is done, because I'm not getting that.
So when we talk about the A3, it works at 3 levels.
Okay.
One is the macro level. Next 3 to 5 years, what I want to achieve. You said something,
okay, so
that is okay.
Okay.
From the macro level, you will come to the annual A3.
Okay.
So I want to achieve, say, a profit of 10 crores. Okay? In the period of 5 years. So I will come out with a plan. In the current year or the coming year, I need to get the profitability of 2 crores. Okay? Then these people will work only for the 2 crores now. The rest will come in the following years. This is the annual level, the tactical level. And the final one was micro level. That is where the weekly, monthly reviews are happening. See, when we talk about strategy, any strategy can fail. There are only 2 reasons. One is you have error in any strategy. Second thing, you have not executed. Strategy was excellent, but if you don't deploy it, don't execute it perfectly, then what will happen? You will not be able to achieve it. That's why here A3 operates review. If you look at the connected checking, every week, Monday team leader checks at the section level, then it goes to department, then it goes to corporate.
So you can go back to one slide which had A3 at the organizational level and
Yes.
That will answer this question.
And another thing is that how it is getting cascaded. For example,